So today I received a call from a man. So he said he was coming to see me. So we arranged, and he came where I was, and he wanted to show me a Peugeot car he purchased. It was a Peugeot 607 V6 Tokumbo. He just imported the vehicle into the country, and they transported it to him here in Abuja. So he wanted to show me the car. So when he came, he actually came with two vehicles. Like, I think he was driving one while his driver was driving the second vehicle. So we met, and so he showed me the car. In fact, the 607 hasn't even been registered, Still, I think came in a few days ago from Lagos. The reason why he came was he said he wanted to see me in person, to see the great Lion King. Reason being that I was the reason he bought that vehicle, the Peugeot 607. That he stumbled upon my articles, my views, opinion and perspective on Peugeot 607 online. Read it, and it resonated with him. And here, the vehicle. He decided and ordered for it from Netherlands, and he arrived. Though he eventually left, so now he left me with the driver, just to look at the vehicle. And of course, I told him he needs to do some preventive maintenance and all that. So I left. I was with the driver, listing out all those things and doing some explanation, because it's very, very important. That mistake most people make. They will assume, oh, there's nothing to, you don't need to educate the driver and anything. Your driver is the one that will eventually kill that vehicle. So I think this man did a good thing, or made the right decision by bringing the right driver for me to educate him on do's and don'ts, things not to do, the engine oil, and this particular vehicle is also automatic. So you can imagine introducing, a few days later, you go and introduce a wrong ATM into the gearbox. Imagine what that would mean. So I actually drove the car. Very, very good. I mean, the gearbox was running like brand new, including the engine. The car was perfectly in good shape. It's as if they just drove the vehicle. And it was almost getting close to 300,000 kilometers. Yes, 300,000 kilometers mileage. That's what, it was like 290 something or thereabout. Yeah, this car was still moving, sounding, everything was still working as if they just drove it like a year or so from showroom. While I was there with the driver, doing all those explanations, just checking the car, I received a call. The person introduced himself and said he has been reading my article online for I don't know how long. According to him too, he stumbled upon it recently and has been reading on it, specifically on Peugeot 607. The same 607 we are there, somebody just bought, because he said he bought the car because of, how I projected the car and all that. Another person called saying the same thing, saying he just called to, to appreciate and thank. That, he was surprised that there could be somebody that could see, be strong online, because the problem now is people, they go with the public, the majority. When they make their opinion known online or out there in the public, if they get a different reaction that we are not expecting, or if the majority oppose that is opinion, or his belief or perspective, they will just cow down or run away or change their opinion immediately, you know, so that they don't offend the public or they don't get disapproved by the public or the majority. You know, but of course, like the caller said, I stood my ground. Yeah. The reason why I'm doing this video is just to enlighten you guys that, you know, yeah, it didn't start yesterday. You know, I think I was in 2010 that I actually started this activity online. I've been doing that offline until 2010. You know, I started it, and you see where it has gone to. A lot of people, you know, so if I look back, I will tell you a lot of people were like, no, we want to eat this guy alive, you know. We want to eat this guy alive for talking about the most hated vehicle, you know, because that time, everywhere online, nobody wanted to hear about Peugeot 607. You know, the moment you mention it, oh, that unreliable one, I mean, just look for any adjective that suits you, that is negative. That's what they were calling it, the vehicle, you know, especially Nigerians. You know, they gave it all kinds of names. Most people, they were just going online looking for any negative comment by previous users or non-users, you know. Once they find it, they will bring it and say, yeah, this is the vehicle you are praising. Look at what the majority are saying about it. You know. And, you know, being me, I'll tell them, well, you know, funny enough, you don't even own the vehicle. You have never driven the vehicle. You don't, you know, this reminds me, this guy, he was actually a client, you know. He paid for my service, so we went out to inspect. He was actually looking for a Tokubo 407. So we are busy inspecting the ones, you know, we saw, and he was interested in, you know, checking them out. And at a point, we started talking, and now he mentioned 607, started saying how horrible 607 was. It was a very terrible vehicle that a lot of people have, you know, that indicated interest to his hearing. He ended up discouraging them. You know, that is a very useless. So anyway, that it was a very useless vehicle. Let me just put it this way: this and that, blah 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 blah. As he was saying that, you know, I was like, you know, sometimes you just listen. You don't need to, you know, try to or go defensive or try to explain or, you know, oppose the opinion or something. I was like, let me just listen. You know, it's not as if you're going to change my opinion or what I know about system. So let me just listen to you. As I was saying all those things, he got a point. I think he got tired of talking. So I now asked him, have you ever driven a 607? He said, drive what? Why will I drive such a horrible car? I said, it's likely you've never sat in a 607. He said, no, why would I sit in it now? It doesn't even look attractive to me. You know, I've never even had any reason to sit in it. You sit in the vehicle, even as a passenger. I was like, wow. So it's also possible that you don't even know what the key looks like. You have never probably seen the vehicle key, sat inside the vehicle. What to think of driving the vehicle. And you know so much about it. Wow. You know, it was like I asked him those questions. I was like, do you still need me to continue? I mean, I've given you my response. So that's actually, you know, the way people see when it comes to vehicle. People just look at what every other person is saying. You know, in my own case, I just go out there and say, this is what I know. This is what I experience. What you experience or what you think you know or what you heard other people saying they know or knew at some point in their life makes no meaning to me. I'm talking about what I know. So I put it out there with my own style. And fortunate enough, you know, it may not be the day I put those things out, the day I publish those articles, the day I post those comments or upload those videos that it will make sense to whoever that was watching or reading it. Because these guys that actually, you know, this man, it was probably one of the articles I published or comments I made like 4 or 5 years ago about this particular vehicle that he read and it made sense to him. That's why when I do all these things, I don't look at, because even if the millions reading it that moment I publish it hate that publication or hate my opinion or hate my perspective on Peugeot car or hate the way I talk about, you know, like even the manual transmission, when I talk about, a lot of people hate it because I promote manual. I love it. You can't change what I love. So I can always promote it because I enjoy driving it more. So a lot of people hate that and all that. So even those millions, if they are reading it and dislike what I say, it doesn't matter, because what matters is that information is not meant for them. You know, how many billions of human beings do we have on this earth? You'll be surprised that that information I was posting or publishing or whatever is made actually for one person, probably that will see it 10 years later or 5 years later. That information has served its purpose, period. That's how it works. So it doesn't matter the millions that are posted. Yeah, 10 million will post it. There are other 50 billion that are doing everything they can to see that information, but they've not been opportune to come across it. So that's how universe works. You know, it's just like what people read in school. It's just like even religion. You know, some of these things we read and believe and accept, we are some things men, how many hundreds or thousands of years ago, put out there, and you are reading it now and you are accepting it and believing it. So that's how it works, guys. So yeah, when I was saying those things about Peugeot 607, I knew a lot of people hate that vehicle, even though they don't even know anything about the vehicle. They just heard people saying this car is bad. They went along with the crowd. Some, just because he had that brand or he has that Peugeot logo, is enough to hate the car. They don't care input. So yeah, so for the guys who my opinions and perspective, articles and preachings on Peugeot vehicles resonated with, and they went ahead and made these purchases, and one way or the other came back saying, oh, I had this car, I'm enjoying it because of something you did in the past or said in the past, So congratulations, that's what I would say. I'm congratulating you guys because it's not about me now, it's about you. You are benefiting from those things I said many years ago or yesterday or saying right now. Now, it may sound like, oh, is it only Peugeot 406 that I'm promoting? Of course not. But like I said, it appears Peugeot 607 is the most hateful car Peugeot ever produced. The reason I do not know. Unfortunately for them, I'm enjoying mine. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm enjoying mine, So what do you want me to say, really? To agree with you that I'm wrong. When all those things I've said, even before I got mine, I'm experiencing them. Because even before I was saying those things, or before I got mine, I was working on these vehicles. People were giving them to me. Some even staying with me for days, even close to a month with me. You know, some will give me, sometimes they will bring the vehicle and say, hey, I just got this car. Use it for a week, I'll fill up the tank. Use it for a week or thereabout. Drive it. If there's any problem, note it later, let's discuss so that we'll fix those issues before I take back the vehicle. That's how I know some of these things. Okay, yeah, because every vehicle cannot be perfect. So what I usually do, okay, I'm outside driving it, I'm seeing some of those, you know, silly or minor faults, or some like maybe like a peculiar issue with that brand. So I will just tell you, okay, this is this. You just have to live with this. You know, not a big deal. It's there. But other people are dealing with it. They've not died. People use this vehicle for years before they came here. So just go along with it. If you can't go along with it, get rid of it. Or, okay, yeah, I can go around this one way or the other. I make it to work, even though it's a you know, factory issue or something like that. Or, you know, your car, there's nothing wrong with it. Just do this preventive maintenance, blah blah blah. Use this oil. Don't ever use this type of oil. Do this. You know, so I know most of these Peugeot cars. I mean, yeah, not saying I know everything, but I'm saying whenever I come online to say some of these things, I don't just smell or talk out of my ass. These are some of the things I do. That's why if I there are some things I will see people talking about, or so I just keep mute or stay silent. Not because I don't know or what to say, but probably because the knowledge I have on that subject or that particular aspect of the project or something is not something I can speak authoritatively on yet. So I just stay silent until I know, okay, this is what I know about this, and I know I've done something like this, and this is the result. So you can go ahead and do this or don't do this. So guys, yeah, on season 7, I mean, a lot of guys, it's not just these two guys that called me today. Even some of you watching this video, I mean, I know a lot of members in the Lion community that bought Peugeot 607 because of me. It's not a joke. Yeah, you can laugh about what I'm saying. I know so many of them. I don't need to call names. They know them. I mean, some came and like, oh, I'm considering Peugeot 607 or Peugeot 406 advice. They ended up buying Peugeot 607. Some were like, okay, I'll get the 607, but I still want the 406 because I like how 406 look. You know, look smaller, smarter, blah blah blah. Why the 607? Okay, I'll get it later. Some bought the 406 and the letter came, no, I want that 607 eventually. Some, after explanation and all those things, they realize that, oh, I mean, why go for 406? Why I have a 607 I will enjoy more than the 406, you know, in terms of the luxury, the space. I mean, no matter how good 406 is, 607 has a lot of advantage over 406. However, 406 too has its own advantage, but 607 is a luxurious car compared to 406, so two of them are not on the same, you know. So yeah, a lot of guys got those cars, so even 406. So the thing about the Lion community is, it's not just you know, one thing people don't fail to realize is I didn't create that community just for us to come and start discussing car problems from morning till night. No, it was never the intention from the very first day. There are so many online forums, Peugeot forums, European car forums, general car forums, where you can go and trash your car issues. You know, that community is just more like, you know, apart from where you appreciate your vehicle, your Peugeot car, your PSA vehicle, you know, it's more like where you also learn, you know, how to apply some of the things we talk about in your own other spheres of your life. Talking about other things that have nothing to do with vehicles. Because if I had caved in, if I had been listening to people, trust me, probably wouldn't have been driving your Peugeot. Let's assume you are enjoying that vehicle now. if I have not been saying those things, you probably would be driving a one boring brand or boring car. You know, I don't know if you are enjoying yours, but I know a lot of people, even most of the guys who are in this line community that I founded, majority of them were against, as in, not just against Peugeot. They were seriously fighting against Ikenna351. Everywhere they see my posts online, especially in Netherlands. Eventually they came back. They are in the group, you know, driving theirs too, or intend to buy theirs. Some of them in the group they are not actually there to even learn, they are just there to see, oh, this guy has been making noise about Peugeot, blah blah blah. Let's see if, you know, you find something to bring him down. As human being, don't expect everything to be positive. There has to be some negative, otherwise there won't be balance. So, but notwithstanding, yeah, for those who are going for 607, go ahead. Honestly, it's a very nice car. Not just nice, it's a very good car. Because when you say nice, sometimes it looks, makes it too, I don't know. I don't like attributing Peugeot to femininity. It's a masculine vehicle. So, yeah, it is. You know, the funny thing is, you know, I actually posted, I did a trip with mine some weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, and I was posting the pictures, I was, you know, doing the trip and all that. When I came back, a few days later, I started receiving a lot of calls, mails, messages, WhatsApp messages and all that, and people are like, oh, if this car, this Peugeot 607, can do this terrain, can go on this road, this bad road, and do this kind of distance, and come back and still look this healthy, damn, I'm going for it. You know, because there was a guy that was saying, oh, I thought 607 is so complex and so fragile, because that's what he used, complex and fragile, that he won't be able to sustain the states or the state of the bad road of those on that route, you know, especially the Ajokuta and all those things. Because even the journey, I mean, I barely rest. The only, you know, I just from this state to this state, this state to this state, sleep in this particular state this night, the next day I'm off again. You know, I did not sleep in a particular town or state more than a day. Just one night I'm off to another place. You know, I did all those trips, about 1,000 and something, 1,200 or 1,300 kilometer trip, and came back as in smiling, still like that, the way I left. I came back still like the same way. You know, so a lot of people, it actually, I didn't even know, even though it wasn't my intention, and it ended up, you know, encouraging a lot of people, or better put, inspired a lot of people to now want to go for 607, knowing that, oh, this car can actually do this kind of journey on a tough road, and came back with no issue, without breaking down and still running. You know, because a lot of them in Abuja, they still came and saw the vehicle a few days later after the trip. So it was also as if they came and they saw the car parked with one issue or the other. I'm still running. I even drove it here, today. That's even what I'm using. I will use throughout this week. So, yeah. I tell you, go for 607 if that's what you want. Doesn't mean that's the best car Peugeot produce. There's so many Peugeot cars, you know, but I just wanted to talk about it in this video based on feedback, you know, I received for people that read some of these my activities on Peugeot online, you know. So, talk to you guys on some other subjects. So.